Okay, we are live. I was thinking about maybe adding a transition. I like quick ones, but let's see here. I don't know what I'm doing here. Oh, collapse, cut, collapse 900. Yeah, let's try that. Oh, there we go. That's good. Yeah, I like a nice little, nice little visual there. That's good. All right. So, hey, Lance, Jonah, Jerry, Jonah, Evans, Jinmin. What's up, guys? It's top of the hour. I hope you guys came ready to smoke. My coffee is complete weak sauce today. Who saw that outrageous tweet that Twitter's letting me promote? Who saw that outrageous tweet that Twitter's letting me promote today? Anybody? I'm telling you, it's a beautiful, beautiful thing. It's this one in particular is special to me. And I want to tell you why. I've had some interactions with QAnon people in the past, especially here on the show. And the level of their ability to ignore facts is beyond even flat earthers. It's way beyond flat earth. The thing about flat earth is they've got a counter argument. And flat earth counter argument, even though it's false, it's somewhat believable when you hear it. You know, that's if you didn't know whether the earth was flat or not, you'd kind of be like, well, wait, but they're saying this, and that kind of makes sense, that, and da, right? You could be persuaded. Well, the thing about QAnon is they don't have alternative facts to give you. It's just bullshit. You know, it's not like they have anything that's legitimately even close to something that's believable. It's so far beyond that I give flat earthers more credit than I give QAnon. So anyway, I was going through my likes, you know, like I like to do. I like to see who's liking my stuff. You know, I'll go through my likes and my retweets. I'll go to a tweet, and there's a little thing underneath it, right? I'll show you how I do it. Here, look at this. I'll show you exactly how I do this. Okay, so I'll get over here on Twitter. And, you know, you see it's got over here, it's got following and followers. I always go to my followers and I follow back. Okay, always do that. Follow back everybody that follows you. You should already know that. But it's real easy just to go in. When someone follows you, just click follow, count to 4, 3, 4, follow the next one, 2, 3, 4, follow the next one, 2, 3, 4, and you just go through and follow like that. Okay, so another thing I do is I go to who I'm following and I make sure they're following me back. Now, I'll give you like a month to follow me back, but then all bets are off and I go through and I clear that out. So maybe in a week or so, I'm going to go through how many people I'm following. You see it says 2,418, and that number is probably going to go down to under 2,000. So I'll go in there and I'll do that, and I'll just unfollow everyone that doesn't follow me back. Okay, that's why you should follow people back, because people like me will unfollow you and you'll lose a follower. So follow back. You know, it's all about the discussion anyway, right? So I put up a tweet, and it was where was it? It was about Nancy Pelosi. Where is it? Oh, it must have been. Okay, it must have been under tweets and replies. So stupid. I hate fucking Twitter for this shit right here. All right, here, let me go to tweets and replies. So under my tweets and replies right there, we'll scroll down and we'll find this tweet that I put up. Okay, here it is. So the tweet that I put up is Speaker Pelosi. You guys are going to love this. At Speaker Pelosi, isn't it ironic that you are the only thing standing between women's rights and the Supreme Court picks that will end them, and you choose to do nothing? Whether you're a Democrat or a Republican, you should agree with that tweet. Nancy Pelosi isn't doing her job. Now, if you are pro-life, if you're a pro-life Republican and you hate Nancy Pelosi, then you could retweet that because Nancy Pelosi isn't doing her fucking job. And somebody from QAnon retweeted it. Well, they liked it. They put a like on it. Why? Because it's an attack at Nancy Pelosi. I'm attacking Nancy Pelosi. I'm saying, hey, you dumb bitch, do your fucking job. You're Speaker of the House. Why aren't you blocking Supreme Court picks? So this fucking QAnon bitch, this cunt, I call him with a Q, she likes my thing. And then, I'm going to see that. I'm going to go through and I'm going to send her a friend request, right? So I go to send her a friend request and start following. Well, basically, I follow her and see if she'll follow me back. And I can't follow her. It says, you're unable to follow this person. They blocked you from following them. So I go to her account, and it says, you've been blocked. So you literally like my tweet, and then you block me. So I can't follow you. Why? Well, when you look at the tweet, it actually says, I'm probably pro-women's rights. And this cunt from QAnon, she's not pro-women's rights. She's pro-unborn baby rights. And that's two different things. So instead of allowing me to follow her or communicate with her or anything, she just fucking blocks me. So, I thought that was pretty interesting. So I went through and I saw that she had me blocked. I put up a little post about it. Here is the imagery where you can see where I went to the tweet right here, right? And I clicked on likes to see who's liking it so I can follow them all. Follow, 4 seconds, follow, 4 seconds, follow, wait 4 seconds. Do that for everyone. I get to this one, can't follow it. So it's like Just a Storm Lovin' Girl is the name of the account. And for Storm, instead of an O, it's a Q. So she's a cunt, she's a QAnon cunt. And I couldn't text her. I couldn't tweet at her. So I just made a tweet, right? Here's the tweet that I wrote. The tweet is, this cunt, and now look at this, guys. It's cunt with Q in quotation marks. So you can learn how to do this. This cunt likes my tweets, then blocks me. Some of you butthurt bitches need to grow a pair. I guess it takes more than a couple of American flags in your name, you see that, American flags, to give you the courage to converse with people with opposing opinions. Weak sauce, so American. And isn't it funny? The person who puts the American flags that's trying to disguise themselves as a real American, a real patriot with the American flags, doesn't want to talk to someone just because I have a different view on one topic than that fucking Q cunt. So, I want you to know I went ahead and I promoted it. And as you'll see, the promotion is still live. It's got the word cunt in it. And it's got the word butthurt bitches in it. And it's got 1,209 impressions and growing. 1,210 now. And they're still promoting it. So I just want you guys to know, I don't know if I've reached a level of acceptance at Twitter to where they're like, this guy's pretty serious. Let's just allow his shit to go through. If they've taken me off that stupid block list that they have on Twitter, I don't know. But man, when I put that tweet up and I hit promote, I was like, what am I thinking? It's got cunt and butthurt bitches in it. It's also got a picture of the person that I'm attacking. A picture of their Twitter. And they're totally letting me promote it for $50. Oh, well, there it is. I got to tell you, I couldn't be happier about that promotion going out. It's a good one. You know, I promoted 2 or 3 tweets today. One of them was that Nancy Pelosi one. It's doing really well. My channel is doing really well. I'm picking up a lot of followers. As you just saw, I had to go through and follow back a few more people, you know, that I hadn't caught yet. God, that coffee did not work properly. Let's smoke, shall we? It's 7:10. I forgot top of the hour. But let's just do 7:10. Happy 7:10, everybody. No law regarding cannabis. Cannabism, tism for all. Cheers, everybody. If I'm missing y'all, let me say hello. Kat, Lance, Jonah, Jerry, Whitaker, Evan, Jinmin, David, April, Jonah, Enoch, Evan. What's up, son? David, Trickster, Jonah, Blue. Jonah, Billy. Hey, Billy, what's up, buddy? I think there are apps that will check that for you. Can't remember the name of it. I'm Nerve on Twitter because no, I've got the apps. I do that. I do manual. I do it by manual too. I use my app and I do manually. I do both. I like them both. I do them both. I like to get my hands dirty on Twitter. I don't really understand how to use it. Right. Well, just learn. Yeah. I'll teach you what I do on there. Got it. You got your text. Hell yeah. Used to your text. Bad Blue Jaws. Yeah. Do you like that you're getting texts now? Shared. Jonah loves me. Thanks. I love you too, bro. Shared 25 groups. Jonah, thank you. That's why I love you. So exhausting. If they're so pro-life, why aren't they all vegans? Lives matter to them or lives that don't exist. That's so. Cheers, everyone. Cheers. Cheers. Too high for. Imagine if you were an aborted baby. You know? You never would have known it. Hopefully. All right. Happy 710. No law regarding cannabis. Cannabis is a tis for all. Cheers, everybody. Cyber style. I got so much done today. I got the Roxer and the Silverado and the quad, almost all the quad. The quad, the other side probably not so much. Pressure washed. I took the quad. I took the I got the sprinkler on my new road that I'm making out there. It's all sugar sand, so I have to the water, the sprinkler out there hardens it to make it into a normal road, flattens it out. So I got the sprinkler out there, worked on that. Put the dog in the Roxer. A friend of the show's mom needed some paint oil. So I went ahead and I sent her mom 4 jars of triage oil for free. In case you're wondering if I ever give it away for free. I do give it away for free. It's part of being a nonprofit. I do it all the time. In fact, I'm going to be shipping out Ron Placone. I'm going to be shipping out Lee Camp. I still have to make Lee shirts. But anyhow, I got the rocks are all cleaned out, man. It's so sweet, man. When it's like that, it's all clean. I'm just ready to go, man. And I took it to the gas station today. Illegally, dude. I drove on the road today illegally on my Roxor. Drove it probably fucking 10 miles, fucking 12 miles today on the goddamn highway. Took it to a gas station, put diesel fuel in it, wore my mask. Went to the post office, dropped off that box at the post office. It's probably getting tracked right now. It's 7:10. Did we just smoke 7:10? Yeah, we did. Cool, cool, cool. Jeremy Chase says your mods are annoying. Jeremy Chase, I don't understand what you're talking about. Do I remember the last time I had to buy cannabis? I had to buy cannabis? It was probably when I first moved to California. It's 10 years ago. I moved here. My friend Dino worked at a dispensary. That's how I met him. And I would go to the dispensary every couple of days or whatever, and I would purchase some. So yeah, that was 10 years ago. I was still buying cannabis. I also purchased some cannabis from some local growers several years back who had some really good strains that I wanted to press in my rosin press. And they ripped me off. After I bought 2 pounds from them, I wanted to buy some more. So I said, give me 1 more pound of the same thing. And they gave me another pound, and it wasn't the same strain. And they didn't think I'd know. It was not the same strain. I was so fucking angry with them. But, yeah, man, that's the last time I think I purchased it. And that time it wasn't that I had to buy it. I just bought it because I wanted to. You squish some rosin, and I wanted something that was really, really oily, and their stuff was more oily than mine. It produced more. I usually have one strain that stands out above all the others that's a high producer. This year it's probably going to be that Alien Overlord. I'm not sure, but it looks like it's going to be frosty as fuck. I got some pictures of it. I've got I know it's not cool. I've got that buds down to 3.5 ounces now, guys. 3.5 ounces with the stem. You can see it's shrunken considerably, visibly in size. It's gotten much smaller. I'm sorry. Am I boring you? Hey, man, it's a quarter of the hour. Listen, you guys take a moment, write your friends' names in here. Do something you never do, okay? If you always share it in a group, then write your friend's name in. If you always write your friends' names in, then share it in a group. If you're on Twitter and you never tweet a link to this, go ahead and tweet a link to it. Tweet it out and tweet it at somebody. Tweet it at some of my podcasting friends. Tweet it at Graham Elwood so his followers see it. Tweet it at Ron Placone so his followers see it. Tweet it at Jimmy Dore, miserable liberal, so their followers will see that I'm live right now. And maybe they'll come a-calling. Maybe they'll want to come hit some bongs with us. What do we got here? What is this? Is this a Beasler? Beasler. It's the bees. Look, he can just step up on it now. He just walks up onto the couch now. I love it. Beasler. He's still scared of water. Man, I was trying to pull him closer to me. I had the garden hose going, and it was spraying out, making some noise. And I was trying to pull him, and I realized he wouldn't come near me because he was so scared of the water. Hey, you would get more views without moderate too. Jeremy Chase, what are you talking about? What moderate? What are you talking about? Psh, you lucky to chat with us, cuz. Quaffin, Jeremy, Graham don't smoke. Nope, Graham does not smoke cannabis, but he uses my product, Triage Oil, which has cannabis in it, and a lot of his viewers like me smoke. Beezer, he's the Beezer. Beezer, he's the Beezer. No law regarding cannabis. Cannabis is just for all cyber style. Cheers, everybody. It's a quarter of the hour late. You know, Graham doesn't smoke, but he gardens. He comes to the garden. He pimps me out on his live stream too. He's like, check out Nay's Garden, you guys. Make sure you go check out his podcast. If you guys want to learn about cannabis, that's the person to go to. I was fucking, dude, I wish I had thought to fucking make a note of the times that he does that, so I can make videos of that shit and promo. Imagine how many people would be more interested in the show if they saw like Graham Elwood saying, hey, if you want to learn about cannabis, go check out Nay's Garden. You know, and Ron Placone. I can find that video. That was them together just a few days ago. I can find that video. I'll make a clip of that. Your moderators crowd the screen. What, Jeremy's Chase, what do you mean my moderators crowd the screen? I still don't understand what you mean by my moderators crowd the screen. What does that mean? My moderators crowd the screen. What do you mean my moderators? Jeremy, I'm having a really hard time understanding you. You know, back in the past, someone like you would be saying something, I wouldn't understand it. I'd call you names and I'd block you. But I've changed. I've got a lot more patience for people now. Just try to explain to me what you're saying, bro. Seriously, just like, what I want you to do is write a sentence, and then before you send it to me, Jeremy, I want you to read it back to yourself and make sure it makes perfect sense, completely out of context, okay? So that anybody can understand what you're saying. They post the same thing over and over. Jeremy, who are you talking about? I don't know who you're talking about. I guarantee you this, if it's not showing up here, it's not a fucking moderator, okay? If you're watching on one of my channels on YouTube, Jeremy, I've got 21 channels on YouTube. Jeremy, I recommend you leave that channel, go to the search bar at the top of YouTube, type in Nay's Garden, and all of my live channels will pop up, and select another one of my channels, okay? Because you have a really hard time communicating with me, bro. Okay? Listen to Enoch. Enoch's old school trendy. It'll wear off eventually, I promise, bro. You'll see, man. I'm going to wear off on you, Enoch. Eddie! What's up, Eddie? Eddie and the Cruises. Oh, it's 420. Thank you, brother. No law regarding cannabis. Cyberstyle. Cannabis isn't business for all. Cheers, everybody. It is 420. Happy 420. Thank you. Bye-bye. Jeremy, tell me what their name is. Jeremy, tell me what their name is. Tacos with bell peppers. Eddie Haynes is enjoying his dinner. My brain just got supercharged. You know, my Roxer just got supercharged. Double the horsepower. I was driving it up a hill today. It was like, it was only going 30 miles an hour. So I let my foot off the accelerator, you know, and I slowly started accelerating and went, and started moving. I was like, man, I gotta learn this thing. You got a problem with Baba Blue Draws, son? Yo, you got a problem with Baba Blue Draws? That's Mr. Blue 710s to you, sir. Enoch. I don't want to call people out by name. I agree with most of their comments. Well, why are you being a little bitch about it, Jeremy? You got a pit bull and you act like a little bitch? That doesn't even make sense. Most people that own pit bulls are pretty tough. You know, I like things that are tough and beautiful. Like pit bulls. You know, things that are tough and beautiful. You know, I like things that are tough and beautiful. Like this. Tough and beautiful. That is a rock crawler right there, son. We're crawling. We're crawling the rocks, baby. Where are we going? What? Look at my new hooks. What? He got new hooks. Look at this. He got the new hooks on there. Look at this. Look at that badass ride. He's got the badass hooks on there with the new rubber protection on there so it doesn't get hurt on there. Look at this. So it doesn't scratch the finish. Shut up. What? Wait, where's the shot from the front? I took a picture of it from the front. Hey, man, you guys got a problem with Amazon? Oh, you guys want to bitch about Jeff Bezos? Look what I paid for my Amazon order today. Yeah, you want to bitch about Bezos? Yeah, you could take my $134.15, all right, and you can shove it up your fucking Bezos bitch ass. Because that motherfucker saves me a ton of money all the time. A lot of people out there, oh, Jeff Bezos doesn't pay his taxes. Yeah, I just didn't pay shit for my goddamn Amazon order. What? Nobody doesn't pay for their fucking Amazon order anymore, pal. How'd you even do that? What, you got magic skills? What, are you a wizard? How'd you not pay for your Amazon? Nobody even does that. Are you kidding me? Barefoot. I'm gonna get up, I'm gonna rub the skin right off the bottom of my feet for you, pal. Unreal. Psst, nobody even does that anymore, pal. Psst, unreal, pal. Psst, psst, unreal, pal. Nobody even does it like that anymore. Psst, how'd you do that? Nobody does that. What'd you tell everybody they should use a Discover card, not any other credit card? What are you, crazy, pal? Don't tell them that. Psst, you tell them all your best hits and your best riffs and hits, pal. Psst, don't even do that. Nobody gives the best hits and riffs away anymore, pal. Psh, unreal, pal. Psh, unreal. Psh, nobody does it like that anymore. Psh, unreal. Psh, 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 psh. Press number 1 if you're laughing. Press number 2 if you're laughing too hard to press number 1 because you're laughing too hard. Ha! Psst, nobody presses number 1 and number 2 in your live stream anymore, pal. Psst, nobody even does it like that anymore, pal. Why would they do that? Psst, what are you trying to get more texts on your live stream than you possibly could on a regular day? Psst, nobody cares about the number of texts you get every day on your fucking live stream, pal. Psst, unreal. You guys are laughing too hard to press number 1. I love it. We're laughing too hard to press number 1. Here, 2's easier, man. I'm sorry, Jeremy, what? I know you're not referring to me. But regardless, the term pothead is disrespectful. So we shy away on the live stream from using the term pothead in any form unless you're talking about somebody like Nancy Grace using the word pothead. Oh, you're out there smoking your pot, you potheads. All you do is sleep on your couch all day. God, she sounds like, oh, look at that. Oh, would you look at that? Oh, you pothead. Oh, look. Look, it's a pothead. Oh, look how gross that is. Oh, that's so disrespectful. Why would you even use that language? Oh, look at you. That sounds like fucking Nancy Grace. I could do Nancy Grace. Oh, are you smoking marijuana? Nobody even does that anymore. Hi, Jessica. Josh. Hey, you son of a bitch. I resent pothead, says Josh. Right on, Josh. Josh, I love that you just said that, bro. She has too many wrinkles in her face. She can't see right. No, I'm not evading the monopoly question, you stupid douchebag Jeremy Chase. I'm taking your questions one at a time. The first thing we're doing is I should say I'm taking your statement piece by piece. First we're going to discuss pothead. Well, we'll get to the monopoly thing. I have no problem talking about that. All right, you're a little bitch. All right, I'm not your bitch, and I don't mind talking about that shit. Okay, so right now you can be my fucking little bitch. And if you're referring to me as a pothead, I'm just going to ask you nicely, Jeremy, to please not do that. Okay? Because I'm not. It's disrespectful to cannabis, first. Secondly, it's disrespectful to me. Thirdly, it's disrespectful to my audience. Fourthly, it's disrespectful to the entire world. That word. Okay? Number one. Number two, you're referring to yourself as a pothead. You're disrespecting yourself. I don't allow that on my live stream. I usually insta-block people for doing that. But I'm not going to insta-block you. I'm just going to ask you to please not refer to yourself as a pothead on my live stream. Could you please not? I mean, if you want to go call yourself a pothead IRL, brother, in real life, when you're not typing on my live stream, bro, I don't control you. You do what you want. But I'm just asking you to not do it on my live stream. No, you don't smoke pot. That's not true, Jeremy. You don't. You smoke cannabis. You're using a term that was developed, a negative term for nefarious reasons. Okay? Okay, Google. Nefarious definition.
The definition of nefarious, typically of an action or activity, wicked or criminal.
Nefarious, wicked or criminal, definitely wicked. And let me tell you, somebody who uses the word pot, okay, in a criminal way, Nancy Grace. She uses it to insult cannabis users and to insult cannabis. You can choose. I'm not wound way too tight. Bro, let me tell you something, Jeremy. This is me being the biggest fucking pussycat on the goddamn internet right now, talking to you like an adult. Pots are used for cooking, says Josh. Or you could take a shit on the pot. You know? You can sit on the pot and give it all you got. Now, let me get back to before. Now you're saying I'm wound way too tight. I just disagree with that. You want to see somebody wound way too tight? Go check out my friend Mark Wasserman from Pot Brothers at Law. Fucking fantastic, man. These guys are awesome, right? Go check them out on Twitch. All right? You go find somebody who's wound fucking tight. Me? You got me confused with somebody else, I'm afraid. I know where the term marijuana came from, says Jeremy. No, I don't think he's trying to troll yet. That's why you never say it. I think that's good. Well, I would appreciate. Okay, I understand that. We don't use that term. That's why it's blocked out on my live stream. You see, it gets blocked out on my live stream because we don't let that language scroll across the screen because we don't appreciate it here. A pot to piss in, window to throw it out. Do you understand how I say someone like Nancy Grace uses the word pothead to disparage cannabis, to disparage someone like you or me, to disparage the entire movement, to put us down, to make it give us a stigma so that when a police officer pulls us over, he might treat us with a little bit more violence because of her fucking words. Please let him say where he got that term, Damon Faulkner. He's free to speak all he wants. You know, we're having a conversation, and that's all I ever ask is just, hey, man, you have a conversation with me, I'll be able to convince you. You know? Where I'm coming from? I'll show you where I'm coming from. I'm coming from The Emperor Wears No Clothes by Jack Hare. It's a fantastic book, and everything that we're discussing is available inside this book. It's Jack Hare, H-E-R-E-R, and it's The Emperor Wears No Clothes. The Emperor Wears No Clothes. Now, you get this book and you'll get all of the information and all of the facts, all of the history of cannabis, who the people were who had it banned in 1937, why they did it, and the words that they created to stifle cannabis, to get it out of doctors' bags, out of the mouths of babies, to stop that might be having a seizure, so that they could make paper, like what this book is printed on. So they could make this and cut down trees and cause global warming and get us to where we are today through the proliferation of fossil fuels. We could have had hemp all this time. We could have had hemp technology. But instead, we've been making things like concrete. We've been making, you know, composites and plastics, and we've been spilling oil unnecessarily. It all could have been hemp. We could have been on a hemp planet. We would have had 5,000 more years of life, but we're going extinct right now. We're watching it happen. We could have had 5,000 more years per Guy McPherson, Dr. Guy McPherson, the scientist, the climate expert. We could have had 5,000 more years had these douchebags not banned cannabis back in 1937. Yes, this is available on Amazon. It is under $40. Let me tell you something. It's under $40. It's expensive, but it's worth it. It's worth it. I've got 2 of these, and I keep one in here, and I keep one in there, and I refer to them all the time. Look at this. In 1937, Anslinger testified before Congress saying, marijuana is the most violence-causing drug in the history of mankind. Huh. You don't think alcohol has that beat? You guys don't think alcohol has that beat? That's what he, in 1937, used to get it banned. And you want to perpetuate his lie, Anslinger's lie, William Randolph Hearst, his buddy's lie, that owned the paper and the all the forests and the paper mills and the press, the entire press over the entire United States. You want to use their word marijuana, you're using their word. You want to use their word pot, you're using their word. You want to use their word dope, you're using their word. You want to use their word weed, you're using their word. weed with roots in hell. And that is how they scared people. This is all part of the campaign they used in their newspapers, William Randolph Hearst, to get cannabis banned. So now you understand where I'm coming from? Jeremy, do you understand where I'm coming from? Right, Josh? Gerbil dicks, I agree. Aaron Cordero. Now if you're driving, what state do you live in, Aaron? Jeremy Chase. Right. To demonize Mexicans. That's true, Jeremy. He also promoted. So let's stop using the word on my live stream, okay? He also promoted our involvement. You could call it the M word, man. You know, it's less letters. And you believe it? Hey, yo, Jin Min or Enoch. If you guys are Jinmin or Enoch here, you guys know what the DUI laws or the DWI laws are in Texas for cannabis? Wow. The government denied existence of the film Hemp for Victory. It was a film that was from the United States Department of Agriculture in 1942, and they were very adamant about hemp being used and you know they were in the process of banning cannabis in 1937. The left arm didn't know what the fucking right arm was doing. You know, here you got them, they're banning the shit, and over here you've got the Department of Agriculture under the same government creating movies saying how fantastic it is. Hemp for victory. This is they've got a slide presentation of the film, Hemp for Victory. They've got it. It's the film exists. The government said it didn't exist, and they found it. It was buried. And this gives the following is it's the transcript from the film. So it gives, you can hear the guy. It's going to say, following is a transcript from the film's dramatic narrative, courtesy of High Times, with accompanying frame enlargements. And of course, it's going to sound like this. Long ago, when those ancient Grecian temples were new, hemp was already owed in the service of mankind for thousands of years. Even then, this plant had been grown for cordage and cloth in China and elsewhere in the East. For countries prior to about 1850, and all ships that sailed with western seas were... I need my glasses, but... it's going to sound like some dude like that. Talking really fast in a high voice. For the sailor, no less than hangman hemp was indispensable. A 44-gun frigate like our cherished old Ironsides took over 60 tons of hemp. So, when you get this book, you're not just getting a book, you're actually getting a fucking movie presentation in there. It's like you're watching the movie. You can read what the guy's saying and see slides from it and see that America went way out of their way to ban this stuff. They knew how useful it was. They knew how useful it was. The Conestoga wagons and prairie schooners of pioneer days were covered with hemp canvas. American hemp must meet the needs of our Army and Navy as well as our industry. In 1942, patriotic farmers, at the government's request, planted 36,000 acres of seed hemp, an increase of several thousand%. The goal for 1943 is 50,000 acres of seed hemp. In Kentucky, much of the seed hemp acreage is on river bottom land such as this. Some of these fields are inaccessible except by boat. Thus, plans are afoot for a great expansion of a hemp industry as a part of the war program. Can you believe this? I bet we could find this. I bet we could find the fucking video. "14 minutes. I think I found it. I see a 4, a 2, and a 0. Oh my god, I'm so happy right now. I'm so fucking happy right now. wonder what the voice is going to sound
Long
like.
ago, when these ancient Grecian temples were new, hemp was already old in the service of mankind. For thousands of years even then, this plant had been grown for cordage and coarse cloth in China and elsewhere in the East. For
Centuries prior to about 1850, and all ships that sailed with western seas were rigged with hempen rope and sails. For the sails and the hanging men, hemp was indispensable. A 44-gun frigate, like our cherished
44-gun frigate,
Old Ironside, took over 60 tons of hemp,
for rigging,
including an anchor cable 25 inches in circumference.
including an anchor cable 25 inches in circumference.
Do you love this?
The Conestoga wagons and prairie schooners of pioneer days were covered with hempen canvas. Indeed, the very word canvas comes from the Arabic word for hemp. In those days, hemp...
Let me remind you, the United States government banned cannabis in 1937 with the name marijuana, okay? This film was made in 43. ...1942. So the film was... I'm going to assume the film was probably shot in 41 and released in 42. So from 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, say up to 5 freaking years, they hadn't figured out it was the same thing yet. The United States government was telling you how great it was after they banned it.
was an important crop in Kentucky and Missouri. Then came cheaper imported fibers for cordage, like jute, sisal, and manila hemp, and the culture of hemp in America declined.
Why?
But now, with Philippine and East Indian sources of hemp in the hands of the Japanese, and shipment of jute from India curtailed, American hemp must meet the needs of our Army and Navy, as well as of our industries. In 1942, patriotic farmers, at the government's request, planted 36,000 acres of seed hemp, an increase of several thousand%. The goal for 1943 is 60,000 acres of seed hemp. In Kentucky, much of the seed hemp acreage is on river bottom land such as this, along the Kentucky River Gorge. Some of these fields are inaccessible except by boat. Thus,
No longer got to cannabis is for all. It's 420 Newfoundland. Cheers, everybody.
As a part of the war program. This film is designed to tell farmers how to handle this ancient crop, now little known outside Kentucky and Wisconsin. This is hemp seed. Be careful how you use it. For to grow hemp legally, you must have a federal registration and tax stamp. This is provided for in your contract. Ask your AAA committeeman or your county agent about it. Don't forget, hemp demands a rich, well-drained soil such as is found here in the bluegrass region of Kentucky or in central Wisconsin. It must be loose and rich in organic matter. Poor soils won't do.
Listen, he's telling you how to grow cannabis.
Soil that will grow good corn will usually grow hemp. Hemp is not hard on the soil. In Kentucky, it has been grown for several years on the same ground, though this practice is not recommended. A dense and shady crop, hemp tends to choke out weeds. Here's a Canada thistle that couldn't stand the competition. Dead as a dodo. Thus, hemp leaves the ground in good condition for the following crop.
You believe that?
For fiber, hemp should be sown 5 ticks to the acre. With drill, the closer the rows, the better. These rows are spaced about 4 inches. This hemp has been broadcast. Either way, it should be sown thick enough to grow a slender stalk. Here's an ideal stand. The right height to be harvested easily, thick enough to grow slender stalks that are easy to cut and process. Stalks like these here on the left, they yield the most fiber and the best. Those on the right are too coarse and woody. For seed, hemp is planted in hills like corn, sometimes by hand.
Look at those buds.
Hemp is a dioecious plant. The female flower is inconspicuous, but the male flower is easily spotted. In seed production,
That's gonna
after
get
the
you
pollen has
high.
been shed,
That's
these
gonna
male
get
plants
you
are
high.
cut. These are the seeds on a female plant.
Sticky.
Hemp for fiber is ready to harvest when the pollen is shedding and the leaves are falling. In Kentucky, hemp harvest comes in August. Here, the old standby has been the self-rake reaper, which has been used for a generation or more.
Look at that thing. Look at that.
Hemp grows so luxuriantly in Kentucky that harvesting
Wow.
is sometimes difficult, which may account for the popularity of the self-rake with its lateral stroke.
Look at those guys. That's how you grow cannabis, son. That's big. That's fucking
A modified
commercial.
rice binder has
Strictly
been used to
from
some extent.
commercial.
This machine works well in
Strictly
average hemp.
from commercial. He was strictly from commercial.
Recently, the improved hemp harvester, used for many years in Wisconsin, has been
They
introduced in
lied.
Kentucky.
Aaron, they've been
This
lying
machine
for
spreads the
years
hemp
to
in
us.
continuous swaths.
They knew. They
This is a far
knew.
cry from this fast and efficient
The
modern
government knew
harvester to the
how
Armstrong
amazing it
model of
was.
yore. But here's one kind of harvester, at least, that doesn't stall in the heaviest hemp. In Kentucky, hand cutting is practiced in opening fields for the machines.
Jeez, look at that guy pulling it by hand. Oh my God.
In Kentucky, hemp is shucked as soon as safe after cutting, to be spread out for retting later in the fall.
And if you're a bunch of police, you set it on fire and burn it all. Fucking dicks. How many piles of cannabis? How many piles of cannabis have the police burned from legitimate people that were using it for medicine? How many piles of cannabis have police burned, and they want the federal tax dollars from the sale of cannabis? Hey, police, suck my dick. Have fun dealing with your fucking protests, you fucking pieces of shit. You reap what you sow, motherfucker.
In Wisconsin, hemp is harvested in September. Here, the hemp harvester with automatic spreader is standard equipment. Note how smoothly the rotating apron lays the swaths preparatory to retting.
Love it, dude. That thing was
Here it
so
is a
cool.
common
You guys want to see that
to
again?
leave headlands around hemp fields. These strips may be planted to other crops, preferably small grain.
Oh my God, that was so amazing. I need to see it again.
In Wisconsin, hemp is harvested in September. Here, the hemp harvester with automatic spreader is standard equipment. Note how smoothly the rotating apron lays the swaths preparatory to retting. Here it is a common and essential practice to leave
So
headlands
cool
around
looking,
hemp
man.
fields. These strips may be planted to other crops, preferably small grain. Thus, the harvester has room to make its first round without preparatory hand cutting. Here the machine is running over corn stubble. When the cutter bar is much shorter than the hemp is tall, overlapping occurs. Not so good for retting. The standard cut is 8 to 9 feet. The length of time hemp is left on the ground to ret depends on the weather. The swaths must be turned to get a uniform ret.
That's so cool, man. That is so fucking cool.
When the woody core breaks away readily, like this, the hemp is about ready to take up and bind into bundles.
They're drying it like we do. I love it. Gotta make sure it snaps.
Well-retted hemp is light to dark gray. The fiber tends to pull away from the stalk. The presence of stalks in the bowstring stage indicates that retting is well underway. When hemp is short or tangled, or when the ground is too wet for machines, it is bound by hand. A wooden buck is used. Twine will do for tying, but the hemp itself makes a good band.
I love the music. The music's like you just see ballerina just dancing
When
around.
conditions are favorable, the pickup binder is commonly used. The swaths should lie smooth and even, with stalks parallel. The picker won't work well in tangled hemp.
The only thing that reminds me of is we're all going to be dead in a few years. Hey, you need to be watching my show. Seriously. You need to be watching my show. It's true. What you just said is true. I totally agree with you. And everybody that watches the show knows how I feel about what's going on, you know?
After binding, hemp is shocked as soon as possible.
Joaquin, no problem.
In 1942, 14,000 acres of fiber hemp were harvested in the United States.
Joe Quinn.
The goal for 1943 is 300,000 acres. Thus, hemp, cannabis sativa, the old standby
Sativa!
is staging a
Cannabis
strong comeback.
sativa!
This is Kentucky hemp going into the dryer of a mill at Versailles.
Kentucky hemp. I'd like to have a strain and call it Kentucky hemp. That'd be bad as fuck. Kentucky hemp, man, that's my strain
was done
name.
by hand, one of the hardest jobs known to man.
Wow.
Now the power breaker makes quick work of it.
Power breaker. They'll have a decorticator. This has got to be the thing that separates the stalk from the There it is. There it is. There it is. There's the fiber. That's the decorticator. Wow. That's what they make the rope out of. And cloth and it feels so smooth. The clothing, it's so strong and it's easy to clean and it's really nice.
American hemp into rope, yarn, or twine in the old Kentucky River Mill at Frankfort, Kentucky. Another pioneer plant that has been making cordage for more than a century.
Bundles. Like bales, like you said. Wow, look at that. Look at that. Like flaxen hair.
All such plants will presently be turning out products spun from American-grown hemp.
No. I don't know.
Twine of various kinds for tying, winding armatures, and upholsterer's work. Rope for marine rigging and towing, for hay forks, derricks, and heavy-duty tackle. Light-duty fire hose. Thread for shoes for millions of American soldiers. And parachute webbing for our paratroopers. As for the United States Navy, every battleship requires 34,000 feet of rope, and other craft accordingly. So here in the Boston Navy Yard, where cables for frigates were made long ago, crews are now working night and day making cordage for the fleet.
It's hypnotizing. I love it. I could watch that all
In the
day.
old days, rope yarn was spun by hand. Today, even the rope walk is mechanized. 160 fathoms to go. The rope yarn feeds through holes in an iron plate.
That's so complicated. Dude, that sucks, man. I hate getting in there and getting
This is
stuck.
Manila hemp from the Navy's rapidly dwindling reserve.
It's
That is
beautiful.
gone, American hemp will go on duty again. Hemp for mooring ships. Hemp for tow lines.
I wonder how long that rope lasts for. For tow lines. I wonder what the amount of weight is that they can pull.
Hemp for tackle and gear. Hemp for countless naval uses, both on ship and shore. Just as in the days when old Ironside sailed the seas
Dude,
victorious.
tell me that guy was wearing
Hempen
gloves.
shrouds and hempen sails.
Tell me that motherfucker Tell me that bad
Hemp was back on
motherfucker was
gear.
wearing gloves.
Hemp for countless naval uses, both on ship and shore. Just as in the days when old Ironside sailed the seas victorious.
Dude,
Hempen shrouds and hemp
humans used to be bad as shit. Did you see that motherfucker? No gloves. Fucking handling that fucking rope like it's nothing. And I guarantee you this, it was probably pretty soft to the touch. It wasn't like horsehair rope. That was all prickly and shit. It definitely wasn't like nylon rope. I bet you it was nice and soft. But still.
hempen sails.
Hey, Connor.
Hemp for victory.
Now that was produced by the United States Federal Department of Agriculture back in 1942. And it's evidence that the United States government was well aware and was using hemp when they banned it. They were already fucking being hypocrites. They were already breaking their own fucking law. Oh, you need a license. It said marijuana on the license. Did you see that? You need a license, but you need a license to do it. Fucking douchebag. Did you see all the work and the labor those guys had to go through? Well, make sure you pay the government some money for all that hard labor you're doing. Fuck you. Fuck you, man. You literally were saying that the plants that they were growing was regenerating the soil that it was sitting in. It was the healthiest crop that you could fucking grow in the soil. Oh, make sure you pay the government money for doing it. Suck my dick! How about that, United States federal government? You fucking hypocrite liar motherfuckers! Start sucking! I just think about the hypocrisy behind that. People like Nancy Grace. Oh, you're throwing your lives away with that marijuana, you potheads. You throw your life, all you do is sit on the couch and play video games. You don't even take your pets for a walk. Where's my pet? There he is. He's so quiet, I don't even know where he's at. If he was a snake. My bees. My bees. He's so low maintenance. £800? Really? Is that it? Oh, 3 to 5 times that. Oh, 3 to 5 times 800. Yeah, okay. So it would hold 4,000 pounds. All right, that's fucking amazing, but doesn't seem like enough to pull 4,000 pounds isn't enough to fucking tow a goddamn ship. Right? Yeah, it doesn't seem right. My Jeep weighs 3,000 pounds. You know, you're telling me that that rope is only good for 4,000 pounds? I'm not buying it. I'm saying, Eddie, I don't know where you got that from, but I'm gonna have to say it's from an illegitimate source. From what I just saw the United States Navy using that rope for. I'm saying that rope was bigger than fucking, way bigger than 4,000, way bigger. Had to be able to handle more than 4,000 pounds. Did you Google it? Is that where that came from? It's called Hemp for Victory. It's available on YouTube right now. Hemp for Victory. Or you can always go back and watch this video. I'm just saying, they said for tow rope. So I'm like, okay, what the fuck does a goddamn aircraft carrier have to tow? You know, a battleship? Okay, that's going to be more than fucking 4,000 pounds on that rope. So you're telling me at 4,000 pounds it's going to snap? Shit. Right between an aircraft carrier and a battleship, pop! That rope would snap in a second if it was only 4,000 pounds. So I wonder what the strength. You're welcome, Damon. Yeah, hemp for victory. It's good. Speaking of hemp for victory, you guys want to see the hemp? You guys like that? Look at the one in the back. Do you guys look at the one in the back? The alien overlord back there? Look at those giant cola tops, man. I can't wait for Dino to come over. He never made it over today. But I can't wait for him to come over and see that. That's like fucking. I love that. That's like. It's like. Super Friends will be right back. That's cool. That's called a stinger. Demo stinger. Let's do it at that long. The stinger. It's fine. You're gonna let me change with the images? That's stupid. I fucking love it, man. I feel like I'm in a fucking version. I'm in like an episode of Super Friends. I want to look at the plants again. What's a Luma transition? Why can't I just add transition? Let me see what this is. Huh. Can I select it? No. So we got the zoom. Oh, let's do the wave. Oh, man. I like that one. You guys like that? That transition? That was real transition-y. I like that. I like that. Wave, they call that. I love, look at them buds. Oh my goodness gracious. Look at them buds. Look at them buds. Look at them buds. Bum looking at them buds. Said, look at them bugs. Gonna look at them bugs. Look at them bugs. Look at them bugs. Look at them bugs. I'm gonna get my guitar. This is really bad. I hope I remember to take my medication. Did I take my medication? Oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. Buds are good. Buds. Buds are good. It hurts my fingers. That's kind of tricky, huh? Take these broken wings and learn to fly all your life. You were only waiting for this moment to arrive. The blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these sunken eyes and learn to see all your life. You were only waiting for this moment to be free. Blackbird flying, blackbird flying into the light of the dark black night. Niblet on sponge cake, watching the sun bake. All of the tour is covered with oil. I'm strumming my six string on my front porch swing. Smell those shrimp, they're beginning to boil. keeps slipping. I wonder if it's coming apart. That's clean. That's a clean sound. Color TV screen, thinking I can get, if you know what I mean. It's a nice, mean sound, I think. You gotta turn it up loud though to get it to. Or I could just switch it over here. Dirty! I'm your wanted man. Take it all I can get. Understand? All right, you guys. Somebody should probably clue Jeremy in at some point. You guys just sit there and watch him, don't you? You guys are mean. You're so funny. Are you waiting to see me respond to him? Nobody wants to clue him in, huh? Hey, Doc, what's up, son? Dude, I can't believe none of you guys are going to step up and tell this motherfucker what's up. Yo, Jeremy, suck my dick. You don't know how good I can sing. You don't know me, and you don't get to come in here and talk to me like I'm your bitch. Let me tell you something, Jeremy. You're my little bitch right now, and you can suck my dick and don't ever come back to my live stream again, okay? You fucking clueless fuck. Hey, you guys obviously don't want him here. It's fucking obvious. You could have fucking saved him, but not a single one of you wanted to reach out and give him a fucking lifeline. You all sat there and just waited for it. Whatever. Nobody's gonna talk to me, huh? Not a single one of you? Nobody's gonna say a word? All right, I guess, I can't get any of you to talk to me, so that's cool. I'm going to go. I'll talk to you guys later, I guess, okay? When I'm feeling more love, when I feel like we're communicating with each other, okay? All right, you guys take care. I gave you so much opportunity in the last 5 minutes to just say something to me. All right, Doc, you go back and you watch it, bro. You enjoy it. The rest of you guys take care. I will see you guys tomorrow, I guess. Maybe tonight. I don't know. I'm not really feeling it, man. So I don't know. I might find other shit to do tonight. You guys take care. Bye, y'all. Bye-bye. Watch Ron Placone, ronplacone.com, Ron Placone on YouTube. Ron Placone is Get Your News On with Ron on Ron Placone on YouTube. It is Ron Placone. At Ron Placone on Twitter, Ron Placone on Facebook, and Ron Placone on Instagram. Check out Ron Placone. 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. All right, you guys take care. I will see you later.